Pacquiao! $146.8 pounds for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72, 900, 160.38 pounds.
Feel about this? Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going to be a great.
Floyd Mayweather had a heated first face-off with Manny Pacquiao ahead of their rematch, creating intense tension.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a 8 different weight division is not that easy.
Manny appeared fully prepared, calm, focused, and ready for another high-stakes showdown.
I'm back it because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
Woo! Woo! The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting.
Now we know that there were rumors about this fight getting cancelled, but Boxing Scene confirmed it's happening, stating on X Mayweather agrees to real fight. Manny Pacquiao told Boxing Scene on Tuesday that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has formally agreed that their September 19th rematch will be a professional boxing match. Insider Lance Pugm also reports the fight is officially on, confirmed as a professional bout rather than an exhibition, with Floyd finally agreeing to terms and coming forward to complete the deal.
Pacquiao says the fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype Floyd's mouth.
Manny says Floyd now has nowhere to run, insisting the rematch must happen professionally, stressing its importance to him and declaring he wants to teach Floyd a lesson inside the ring.
He had no way to get out of that. He has to fight. Yes,
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No, sanctioned match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion and all. So what would a win over Floyd mean for you?
Oh, this is very important. want to give him a 1.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
Teach him a lesson. I don't know, I think so.
Okay.
Hey, how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym, now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it, I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it,
We'll finish first.
With the fight now confirmed, Manny Pacquiao has returned to training under coach Freddie Roach, signaling serious preparation as he heads back into a focused and disciplined camp environment. Pacquiao says he will begin training again at Roach's gym, emphasizing his commitment to preparation, sharpening his conditioning, and getting back into peak form ahead of the anticipated rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight.
Robert Garcia claims Floyd is not putting in serious work. At the same time, Manny is fully dedicated, running in the mountains, training intensely, and pushing himself through demanding sessions to maintain elite conditioning.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you deep in, behind curtains, that was doing workouts. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs in fucking running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not going to fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he's in shape for the fight. And I bet you he's going to win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a fucking true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you watch.
He's running hard and he's gonna. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision.
Jose Ramirez, who trained alongside Manny Pacquiao in camp, speaks highly of how sharp and dangerous Manny still looks in the gym. He says Pacquiao would often knock out sparring partners during training sessions, showing that his power has not faded despite his age. Ramirez explains that Manny maintains a strict routine, running daily to stay in top physical condition and keeping his endurance at a high level.
Last camp I had with them, I was his mate. I mean, I was going, 8-round sparring sessions, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, and then
the best work ethic.
The best work
no
ethic.
Days off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people, even
yeah, man, he has he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
We had a lot of fans.
He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. from
And he's
ladies
nice
to
to
kids,
everyone.
just
He
waiting
gives
for
them
him.
money and-
He's gonna give them all money before he walked in.
Yeah, he's very
You know?
generous.
And
He's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change him. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive moves?
Pacquiao's sparring sessions remain a showcase of his relentless drive and elite skill. Ramirez emphasizes how Manny approaches every round with intensity, treating practice as if it were a real fight. His punching power is still formidable, often leaving sparring partners unable to finish sessions when training heats up. This consistency demonstrates that Pacquiao continues to operate at a world-class level, blending speed, timing, and explosiveness that trouble even younger fighters. The way he maintains sharpness in the gym reflects not only his discipline, but also his enduring ability to perform at the highest standard. For observers, it's clear that Pacquiao's preparation mirrors his championship mentality, proving that age has not dulled his competitive edge or fighting spirit.
you know, Pacquiao always. What made Pacquiao very dangerous is that he was very explosive. So there was punches that he just throw, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see him coming.
It was that unexpected power, but it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good, and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body back to the top, and the second one would just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym now, sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped.
Everybody.
Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like
it.
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so they stayed.
Paulie Malian-Agri and Lance Pugmire discussed the ongoing uncertainty surrounding the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao rematch, emphasizing how negotiations and public statements have created confusion. Pugm points out that Floyd never officially confirmed anything after earlier rumors about an exhibition bout, while Pacquiao insisted the fight must be a real professional contest or not happen at all. The conversation highlights how Pacquiao appeared more vocal in pushing the narrative forward, even announcing developments, while Floyd remained characteristically silent.
Pacquiao made announcements, no, they're not going to be a fight if it's not a real fight. Then now he's announcing the fight is on. Floyd never made any announcement afterwards. It reminds me of when Jake LaMotta was talking to his wife in Raging Bull. Who made you an authority? Well, all of a sudden you're an authority. Who made you?
He is half of this fight.
Well, yeah, but he's not the whole fight.
He's also
all of a sudden
one of the promoters
as well. Who made you an authority? Let's wait for the whole announcement first. All right, the fight's on. We got it. We always knew the fight was going to be on, did we not? Didn't I always tell you? I've been telling you. You got no choice. You got no choice. The fight's on. The fight was always on. All right, go ahead, Flint.
Look, guys. This totally reminds me of when I covered Floyd during his career, and I would be told by his publicist Kelly Swanson, "Come on out to Las Vegas. Floyd will talk to you today." Getting to the gym, looking at Floyd, he's giving me stink eye. Like, is this guy gonna talk to me today? I have come all this way to talk to him. Is he gonna talk to me? I don't know. And then finally, at the last minute, hey, what do you need? So
Minnie reflects that this situation mirrors Mayweather's past behavior, in which even journalists like Pugmire felt uncertain when trying to get direct confirmation from him. Floyd's unpredictable communication style often leaves people guessing until the very last moment. Algaray adds that Mayweather's negotiation tactics are deeply competitive, explaining that Floyd rarely meets opponents halfway. Instead, he prefers controlling the situation, ensuring he wins not only in the ring but also in discussions, business dealings, and public perception. This mindset explains why clarity around the fight has taken time. Despite the uncertainty, the panel agrees that the fight always seemed inevitable. They suggest that once Floyd decides he is fully ready, he will make it official in his own way. Until then, they advise patience, as this drawn-out process is typical of how Mayweather operates.
Enjoy talking boxing, and then at some point Floyd is going to say, I'm all in.
Yeah, I think Floyd's one of those guys where when it comes to negotiating, he's not going to meet you halfway. He wants you to come over to his side of the table, and then when he's ready, we'll go. That's the competitiveness in him. He always wants to win. He's trying to win every talking point, every negotiating, every conversation.
Including the conversation of whether the fight's on or not.
Being the conversation.
By the way, a lot of comments the other day about whether I was chewing my food, so am I allowed, can I drink something, guys? My post-fight amino acids, my post-workout amino acids, is that all right? Thanks, guys. If anybody in the comments has an issue with me, I'm not eating, I'm drinking.
But I will say this, Paul, you weren't here yesterday. A lot of people were asking about you. They're asking if you were all right. So there is love.
I was flying. I was on a plane. I got stuck on a plane yesterday.
Lance, anything else? I mean, who actually is the mouthpiece for? Paulie brought a great point. Who is the mouthpiece responding for Floyd and his team? Is it actually Floyd that came to this not announcement, but came to this agreement? Yes, this is the contract.
Manny Pacquiao says being undefeated does not automatically define greatness, questioning Floyd Mayweather's self-proclaimed GOAT status. He explains that many fighters have retired undefeated, so that claim alone is not unique or historically unmatched. Pacquiao instead points to his own achievements, highlighting that he is the only boxer to win world titles in 8 divisions and become a champion across 4 different decades, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He emphasizes that these accomplishments speak for themselves without needing self-praise. Despite this, Manny remains humble, saying he prefers to let fans decide his legacy rather than declaring it himself. On the potential rematch, he makes his stance clear. He has no interest in an exhibition. Pacquiao insists that if the fight happens, it must be a real professional bout, one where both fighters take risks and truly compete.
Fighter, and you are.
Yeah.
What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already, man.
I mean,
that's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Sorry. Good. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Jazz Mather explains that with so much money involved in the fight, it is unlikely either side will walk away, especially given the massive opportunity tied to a global platform like Netflix. He emphasizes that Floyd Mayweather ultimately cares about financial incentives, and once the scale of the deal is fully understood, it should push things forward. Mather notes that negotiations are currently being handled through attorneys rather than directly with Floyd, which has added complexity to the process. Despite some back and forth and delays, he says progress is being made and all parties are working toward a resolution. A strict deadline has been set, creating urgency to finalize the agreement. Mather remains confident that better sense will prevail, believing the financial upside and global exposure will convince Floyd's team to commit. However, he acknowledges that if terms are not met, alternative plans and possible legal steps could come into consideration.
Cares about money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally...
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you, not and who are they? Are they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to... What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in any...
Wade Plemons says there's a clear risk with a fight like this because it's built around the idea of 2 GOATs, referring to Manny Pacquiao as an 8-division world champion. He points out that while the label sounds powerful, the reality is that both fighters are no longer in their prime, even if they still carry huge names. He notes that Pacquiao, despite being 46 years old, still looked decent against Mario Barrios, showing he can compete at some level. On the other hand, Floyd Mayweather has stayed active through multiple exhibitions, including fights with Logan Paul and John Gotti III, and still shows good reflexes, even if the competition is different.
It's supposed to be the 2 GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight. But oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, you know, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million,
Clemens suggests that although neither fighter is at their peak, like in 2010 or 2015, that decline could actually make the rematch more entertaining in a different way. It may not be the highest skilled version of both, but it could still produce a more action-driven fight than their first meeting. He also emphasizes the massive commercial value, reminding that their original fight generated around $600 million and became the most watched pay-per-view boxing event ever. With a platform like Netflix instead of traditional pay-per-view, the reach could be even bigger globally. While he understands criticism that boxing should focus more on building new stars, he argues that if legends can still perform and draw huge audiences, there is still value in these kinds of mega fights.
Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next.